Hey, good evening, Fred. It's Khalid. Hey, Fred. Yeah, just waiting for somebody to show up for all the harassment we get about the Environmental Protection Committee not commencing and so forth. So
Yeah, I know. Hold on. I know you had sent me an email earlier. Let's just look at I think I looked at the roster.
I'm sorry, the roster.
I looked. Yeah. I think I said I looked at the roster. I saw it got sent over. I think that's part of the problem. I mean, half of them have not been there. Period.
Yeah.
There's a number of members who have been absent, so that might be contributing to the reason why we can't get formal. But
okay.
Well, you know what? I'm running ahead of this. Let's see who does show up.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, then we see how that goes. How's everything with you?
Everything is going well. I can't complain. Can you believe it's almost been a year since we'll be doing this whole remote thing? That's crazy. Time flies.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, Listen, I'm just waiting. I'm just hoping that just hoping that this vaccine rollout gets sped up, and hopefully, we can. Well, it's
right.
Because I remain cautiously optimistic. I'm still going to be skeptical about. Yeah, everybody jump in the pool now, but hopefully it makes things a little bit better.
Hopefully it does, but to be honest, Fred, I don't see us returning to the same lifestyle that we had last year anytime soon. I don't think we'll anytime soon, or maybe even ever, because I know how we like here in the westernized world, we would like to make fun of our Asian companions over there because they wear masks and such regularly, and we used to always make fun of them. Yikes. Here we go.
Okay.
But yeah, we used to always make fun of them for wearing masks, and now we're in the same boat, and we have to conduct ourselves in a similar manner with social distancing and such. So I don't anticipate this being, a return to normal, if ever, to be honest.
Listen, I've got family and friends. They've got masks for every occasion now, because that's really probably what it's going to be. I mean, just color coordinate your mask with whatever you're going out. It's probably going to be part of the way we live, from now on.
Yeah, it's a part of our outfits, right? I'm going. What mask am I going to wear with this outfit today, or something?
Yeah. I just have a question. I'm trying to get to the housing committee meeting, but for some reason, I'm being told that meeting ID doesn't exist.
You need say that again, Ms. Ward. You need the what?
The housing committee meeting today that's happening at the same time.
So you didn't want to come here. You just
yes. It is.
I mean, I know you
I got
guys
lost.
are kind of
I'm trying to get directions.
You guys are getting kind of
I'll post the
and the password
link in the chat.
Password doesn't look correct either. I mean, the password is like 10.
Yeah, that's
the whole thing doesn't look right. So
that's the WebEx platform version of their because Zoom uses numbers and WebEx.
I can't do WebEx. Okay, I'm here.
Okay, all right. I posted it in the chat anyways for you, so you can see.
Yeah, but I don't do WebEx. WebEx, I really have a problem with WebEx. I didn't know that you guys were still doing WebEx.
Yeah, we have no
we
choice.
use the two platforms. We use the two platforms.
Yeah, the WebEx it always bounces me out. It's horrible. I hate it.
Yeah, you're not the only one. WebEx is everybody complains about WebEx. We have it because the NYC DOITT has commissioned an account for us, and so we use it to the best of our abilities. But WebEx, I don't know.
Oh, I didn't realize. Yeah, because I do not like WebEx. It's just horrible. It's just not very compatible with my computer. It's always bouncing me out. I'm always freezing. The platform is really difficult.
Do you use the app, or do you use the do you go on the web version?
No, I downloaded it onto my computer.
Okay.
So I opened it up and
you still get a lot of issues.
I get a lot of issues. So I don't mess with it. I have to do it for court, and it's crazy. They're throwing me off. They make everybody wait so I can get back on. Oh God. It's a nightmare. It's a night. I don't know why they like that WebEx. I don't know what's that about.
It started. The city kind of went towards WebEx when everything had begun in the beginning, when Zoom was getting bombed, so I think they saw it as a more secure platform.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the reason why the pivot was towards WebEx early on.
Yeah.
Zoom fixed a lot of stuff, to their credit. They went in and they did a lot of stuff better, and but
and
I think
now people are comfortable with Zoom because you're not having so many problems.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's personally, it's an easier platform to use.
Yeah,
So everything else I do it only when I'm doing city stuff do I, I guess I get forced on the WebEx and just try and muddle through as much as I can.
Well, Fred, it's just you and I. Well, I'm sorry, Khalid, but Khalid is not showing himself. Why is that?
Yeah, I don't understand. Every time I try to start the video, WebEx, or I'm sorry, this is Zoom, and I also have the same issue on WebEx. It might be just this laptop. It can't access the video camera.
Yeah, it might be an issue.
Right. It's weird.
Do you do your video and your audio on the laptop?
Yes.
Okay. What I found is
try to have. Go ahead.
Oh no, because what I found is usually it's like I've had people tell me I freeze out every time I do that. What I've been trying to do lately is I'll call in. So I'll use my phone to call in, and then I'll use the video portion of that. It tends to be a little bit more stable because it's less resources the computer's using.
Oh, yeah, so, I figure. I mean, I'll have to take some time to take a look at it, go into the settings to make sure that it can register the camera, the laptop, because there's a built-in camera. If I were to access via my phone, no issues whatsoever. So I'll have to take a look and see.
Yeah, because you're not competing, and that makes sense because you're not competing for signal. All the broadband's coming off the phone, so yeah, you probably wouldn't have any issues. But if you're using any Wi-Fi or if anything else, it's a lot.
Yeah, I figure.
And I got 3 kids who are data hogs, so I try to keep my footprint down to a minimum.
Yay! It seems like you know a great deal about tech.
Say again?
I said that you seem to know a great deal about tech, so.
Only because I hang around a lot of techies, and just to annoy them, I'll start talking tech, saying outrageous stuff, and they'll say, "Fred, stop it." So what we need to do is adjust the whatchamahoots that's in the thingamajigs and increase the
bandwidth. That's funny.
Oh, so I guess, Fred, you are the acting chair of this meeting. Are you going to call it to order?
I'm waiting to see if we even get anyone else aside from us. So I'm giving it a few more minutes.
Do you have members that are part of this committee?
Yeah, no, we've had members. There's always been members. The meeting has never been convened. So the notice to go out to the members to come in as well. So we're waiting to see if anyone else comes in.
Oh, okay. But it's never convened, right?
It hasn't convened.
Okay. So how long are we gonna wait?
What are we at now?
7:13.
We'll probably do like college 7:15. We'll probably call it. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah. So just another couple minutes. We'll just see if people are able to come.
Yeah. So there are members of community board who are part of this.
Yes. No. This committee was members were appointed to the committee. So this is one of them. We did actually have that. So it just hasn't been.
Yeah. Well, that's because nobody, the chair really never. Are you considering somebody else to be chair, right?
That is probably going to be the next step. We're probably going to appoint another chair.
Did anybody express interest?
I haven't gotten to that step yet. I just want to get the meeting off and kind of see who's here, who's interested.
Oh, okay. Like whoever shows up might be chair.
They'll be the front runners. They'll probably be the front runners.
Exactly. So whoever shows up. Okay, we just appointed you chair. How's your son? Is he finished school already, Fred?
No, oldest one, he is sophomore in college right now. So he's a second semester sophomore.
Okay.
Yep. He started second semester. Got my middle guy. He just started. He just finished his first semester.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. First semester where? Where they going?
Let me see. My oldest, he's at John Jay.
So
he started at City College. Yeah, he started last year. Yeah.
He started at City College?
He started at City College.
That's my alma mater.
Mine as well. And then he said he's gonna break free from that shadow. So he's a John Jay. So, but he had a very good first semester. Very happy with that. And my middle guy just finished his first semester at Cornell. So.
Oh, Cornell, up
in Ithaca, yeah.
But he's not physically there. Is he doing just online?
Well, he was. The way they were doing it was everyone went up to campus.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they had a very, very structured process where it's like, first of all, they came in staggered. Mm-hmm. So you had appointment dates where you could move in.
Okay.
When you came in, you had to get COVID test to see if, and as long as you were clear, they let you move on campus. If not, they would isolate you up there and you quarantine up there. They did most of the semester. Thanksgiving, they sent everybody home. They said, okay, well, listen, nobody comes back from Thanksgiving break. Everything else is online after that.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I mean, he had a kind of an experience up there, but I mean, basically everybody was on lockdown up there too.
Yeah.
But at least they were safe.
Right. You missed that one-on-one. You missed that. I mean, you missed the social interactions, right? That was fun about
exactly. Yeah.
Hanging out.
Yeah.
And, that social life is really important.
Yeah. And Cornell is a beautiful campus.
Is
it?
Campus.
It's really nice up there. But I said, he kind of cheated because he dodged the Cornell winter.
Oh, right, because now he's here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it cold up there now? Probably not.
They get upstate there. Yeah, that's a section of it. Listen, New York City, we dodge everything. It's like,
right.
The storms always go north and west, or they go south of us or whatever else. Up there, they get everything.
It goes around us. Yeah.
Yeah, but they catch everything up there. So. All right, I'm looking at the clock. I do see 7:17 p.m. I don't think it makes sense for us to continue at this point. We're going to call this for this evening. But thank you for showing up. We're going to reconvene. I'm going to contact the committee. We're going to make sure that.
Well, Fred, I still have some concerns. I'm still, I'm nobody. I showed up at the meeting. I want to have my say. Because I'm here. Okay. I know that this is an environmental protection committee, and I know that obviously the development along the Booker Botanic Gardens is an environmental issue. And I noticed that yesterday, BBG is making the claim that they're doing studies, environmental studies. And I was just wondering, would the committee be consider having further conversations with BBG about those studies? Because one was they were doing an urban planning study. I'm a little confused about how an urban planning study is actually going to be created by a nonprofit organization that basically just is supposed to be taking care of their particular issue. I mean, an urban planning study requires the idea of how you're going to plan not only your own particular setting, but and how does that relate to environmental issues? Because clearly the other studies sound like it was more of an environmental issue, a thermal study or something like that. So
right. I think,
if
I think what they're looking at it from is one, that thermal study. I think that, it's important for them, especially to understand the heat patterns. So if you're adding to the electrical grid, if you're doing that, I mean, you're changing the ambient temperature a little bit. So right. I would think that there's probably going to be, obviously the scientists will weigh in on that one in terms of what the effects would be on the nearby environment. Some of that I think might even go a little bit to the zoning in terms of, okay, well, listen, what would the effects of zoning be in terms of if you really play with it a lot? So, and this is all my speculation. BBG would have to speak to that. I don't know. Mm-hmm. So they would have to speak to that. But with relation to that, and this goes back to the larger conversation to begin with, I've always seen that it only makes sense for ULURP, environmental protection and housing to be working more in conjunction with these kinds of projects, because they all have a hand or some perspective that they should be addressing or looking at for our solve. So the idea would be, I want to get environmental protection up and running. And definitely connecting with BBG. I think there's some other activities that they need to be considering as well. Just even as well as just general maintenance around the in the district. I would like to see them take a larger role in terms of with sanitation, making sure with wastewater, with cleanups. You know, I would like to see them manage that relationship a little more closely with that. I think renewable energy is also one of those things that's been taking off. I think that on a couple of occasions we've had people come to the board and say, "Oh, listen, I'm with so and so solar panels." I was at a meeting with regards to they were talking about micro generators or micro electricity generation, you know, within districts. So that way you're not worrying about Con Ed having some transformer 5 miles away and every 3 days we have a brownout. So there are things like that that they could investigate or at least tackle on that level in terms of what would that mean in terms of sustainability for the district. So obviously this is a conversation I would like to have begun this evening, but we're going to have the conversation in terms of personnel, membership, in terms of making sure that when we reconvene, absolutely they're there. And I did have some topics that I would like to throw out for them to consider. We'll definitely leave it to the committee as well to kind of figure out, well, listen, where the spaces that we need to be addressing.
Okay. Okay, so if you could make that one of your priorities is to reach out to BBG and kind of understand their studies and how it relates to, you know, the community, especially in the environmental aspect, that would be helpful.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're planning on having another meeting next month. So how do you plan on you getting more people to get involved, your board members anyway, to get more involved so that they do actually show up? Or you plan on making personal phone calls?
There'll be outreach coming from the district office and from me personally as well. This is something that's mandated. So, I mean, those members are required to be as part of this.
Okay.
So obviously they get a little bit of a pass because the meeting, the committee hasn't convened, but that's not going to be the excuse as of February.
Exactly.
So we will have a chair in place.
Especially when the public has showed up.
Yeah. No, I mean, listen, I think if we schedule it, if we build it, the public will come, I think, and that's what we need to do. So we'll definitely look at that. We're going to look at leadership. We're going to look at reinforcing that the committee has a responsibility to show up for this.
So you planning on having another meeting next month?
There will be a meeting next month, yes.
You know, the only other thing is I know this is a big ask, Fred, but I really wanted to attend both this meeting and the housing meeting. You know, you guys always put these meetings on the same day at the same time. Is there any way that, because there's nobody in this committee anyway, is there any way that you can move this to a Thursday? So that it's not interfering? Originally,
the chairs had kind of selected what days they were going to fall.
Okay.
Because of the timing, we know that we have our executive by the third week of the month.
Right.
So it falls on the committees to kind of get whatever days they can get in the first 2 weeks to hopefully have all the reports done. So it just happened to be the pairing with housing and, well, actually, no, this one I think is a one-off. This one is a one-off because this meeting typically would have happened last week. And housing was postponed as well. So this just happens to be the one time.
Okay. So normally it's the week before that you have this meeting, but not on a Tuesday, right?
I believe it's a Thursday.
Okay. So then
I believe normally they'll be on Thursday.
Right. ED typically meets on the first Thursdays of each month, typically, along with Health and Social Services.
Okay. Well, then if that's the case, then I can make both meetings. I do appreciate that.
Okay. And as I say that, I mean, subject to change. I mean, I think when we get leadership in at the committee, we'll discuss if that works the best for them. Within the parameters, hopefully we'll be able to keep that schedule.
Okay. Well, you know, I guess, I don't know. I'll try to attend the housing committee if they're still going. I'll try to open up this.
Housing. Housing might have ended early. Fred, I don't know if Mia has reached out to you as of yet. I just saw a text of her.
And so nobody came to her meeting either?
I'm not certain on the details, but we were trying to get a hold of Alejandra.
So she didn't show up?
Like I said, I don't know. Let me see. I'm still waiting on a response from Mia.
Okay. Well, so that didn't work. So I guess both the meetings didn't work. Here I thought I was overwhelmed with 2 meetings and wind up.
No, you get a free night. You get a free night.
Yeah, free night. I get to, because I'm trying to get on right now, but I don't think I can get on while I'm with you guys anyway. So.
Yeah, it'll probably, you probably got too many resources going. Yeah.
Right. Could you just, if he could just let me know if the meeting is not going on, then I could just.
Right. The housing meeting is not going on right now because Fred, with the WebEx platform, which is what housing is being conducted on, I got the notice that meeting content is available, which means the meeting is finished and the recording is available on the platform. So it's likely not happening right now. Yeah.
Did Alejandra go to the meeting? Was the meeting even happening?
Alicia, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm still trying to get in contact with Mia. She could be busy right now. So we'll wait for some answers from her.
Okay, well, I was gonna go to the meeting, but it looks like, okay.
If you click the link, it likely will say that this meeting has already occurred. I'll try clicking it.
Okay, because the meeting hasn't started yet. That's what I got.
It hasn't started yet. Okay.
Yeah, you got the same thing, right?
I'm waiting for it to load. Let me see for the webpage to load.
That's what I'm getting. But the meeting hasn't started yet.
Oh no, it's using Internet Explorer. Yikes.
Yeah.
Use Internet Explorer?
No, it was an automatic browser selection when I clicked the link in the chat.
Okay. I was gonna say you gotta get rid of that.
Right? Get rid of that pronto.
Get rid of that.
What's wrong with Internet Explorer?
Oh, don't use it. Whatever you
Yeah.
No, you know if you're gonna use the browser, I'll probably tell you use either Chrome. Chrome tends to work well with most platforms.
Yes.
Firefox is probably the next best after that. But Internet Explorer tends to run really funky with a lot of stuff.
It can't handle a lot of traffic. It can't handle, much of the bandwidth and such like that. I would only use it for basic web surfing at best. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it says here 14 minutes total for.
Okay, so then it must have been very similar to you. So I guess I'm holding you guys up. So I'm just gonna say goodnight. You guys have a nice night, and I'll see you next Tuesday, Fred. Right?
Correct. Exactly next Tuesday.
Yeah, and enjoy the rest of your week, and you too, Khalif. And hopefully, I'll see you and not just have to hear you.
Yes, same here. Once I figure this out, the settings on those laptop,
it would be nice to see you. I never see you. I always just hear you. I never see you.
Yeah, well, I'm completely different now. My beard is gone, so it's.
See, I didn't even see that because I haven't known. Why'd you cut your beard?
It was just a 2020 COVID beard, and it's time to get rid of it.
Okay, because you're now.
In other words, he was shaving and he moved. Okay, it's got all that.
No.
Speaking from experience.
Yes, shortly soon.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna figure this out.
Okay. Well, listen, thanks everyone for coming very much. Khalid, thank you. Alicia, thank you very much, and we'll catch up soon.
Yes. Bye.
Of course. Have a good night, all.